Listing fields allow you to add information to listings to distinguish them from one another. But what other uses do they have? Hi, I'm Katri from Sharetribe, and this time we're talking about the following topics: what listing fields are, what types of listing fields there are, how to create listing fields, and how they appear to your users. So, what are listing fields? Simply put, listing fields are information about a listing. Together with order types and categories, listing fields make up a listing's data. Some listing fields can also be used as filters and search parameters on your marketplace. In Go, there are currently 5 types of fields that can be created on top of the default listing fields. The default fields are listing title, price, detailed description, expiration date, location, and image. You can recognize the default fields from the fact that they can't be removed. Some, however, can be edited or turned off. But now, onto the ones you can customize. A text field asks the provider to give some specific additional information about their listing. A number field allows you to determine a number range from which the provider chooses one. Dropdown is a field with OR logic. Only one of the options given can be chosen per listing. Checkbox is a field with AND logic. Many or all of the options can be chosen. And then there's date, which allows the provider to determine a date. For example, a date when the listing was posted or when an event takes place. Let me elaborate with examples. Say you have a marketplace for offering professional cleaning services. You might want a text field for details of previous employers, a number field for the service provider's experience in years, a drop-down field for whether pets are allowed in the apartment during cleaning, and a checkbox field for the cleaning services offered. Now, let's see how to create them in practice. Listing fields can be created in the Listing Fields tab of your admin panel. Simply click Add a listing field and choose the field type. When creating a listing field, you can decide whether it's mandatory to fill in and if customers can use the field to filter listing results on your marketplace. If you have several categories, you can determine which categories any listing field will be used for. But how does all this look to your providers and customers? When creating a listing, providers will see all the listing fields they can or have to fill on the listing creation page. Mandatory fields have to be filled. The listing cannot be published without them. For your customers, fields work as filters and search parameters. They can use the keyword search in your top bar or filter results with the options in the selection on the left side of the browse view. Simple as that. So, to recap, we learned what listing fields are, information about listings that can be used as filters and search parameters. We learned what types of listing fields there are and which of them you can create and customize. We also walked through creating them in your admin panel and looked at an example of what the listing fields look like for your users in practice.